Welcome back to our Crowsdale podcast. We have a very special person today, Kumiko, who lives here with her husband who's in assisted living, I think. Is that correct?
That's right.
Okay. And so I thought I'd get here because she is a woman of the world. Actually, I really want to ask you to begin with. You grew up in Japan.
Well, it's rather complicated. But can I give you a short description? I lived in Japan till I was 8 years old. Then I came to the United States. And I lived in Portland, Oregon for about a year and a half. Then moved to New York. And I would say I lived in the United States about, 35 years altogether.
Okay.
And then I went back to teach in Japan for another 35 years or more. And then for the last 2 years approximately, I've been living right here in Durham.
Okay. You can't be that old.
I wouldn't have been admitted here, right?
I'm just kidding. What did you teach?
I taught what's called comparative sociology of education.
Oh, geez.
And women's studies.
And what?
Women's studies.
Oh.
Yes.
Now, I know how I have a wife who tells me all about women's studies and what women should do.
No.
Now, I know you went back and forth some. Were women, and I hate to use this term, liberated in Japan as they were in the U.S.?
Well,
Or is that the wrong
I would
word?
say liberated in quotation marks. I don't know that women have been liberated as much as we'd like to, have that be the truth in any part of the world. But I would say that when I went to teach in Japan in 1989, definitely women in Japan still had a long way to go. It had begun to see a nascent women's movement, as we saw in the United States in the late 60s. And I went to teach at a Japanese women's university at the invitation of a friend of mine with whom I'd been, we were getting our doctorates together at Columbia University. And he invited me to go to Japan and teach for a while, women's studies. So that's how I went to Japan.
Goodness.
And I was interested in trying to motivate young women to take advantages of new opportunities and the changes in the lives of women that were taking place. And to do that through education, basically.
Okay. And did you don't know if they all succeeded, do you? Or
It's hard to say what is succeeded, but I think that they acquired a lot of aspirations that the mothers did not have or did not have the opportunity to have, given historical circumstances. But I think I've seen many of my former students go into a lot of interesting fields of work that were previously less open to women.
Okay. I know there are times, even in the U.S. way back, when women tried to do things and the parents would say, no, you can't do that. I'm assuming that's similar in Japan.
I listened to the podcast with a ginger where she talked about having wanted to go to law school.
Yeah.
And her parents said, if you go to law school, you're not going to get married. And in those days, very few women went into, professions like law or medicine. And of course, things have changed tremendously.
Yeah.
But I think the same can be said in Japan that, first of all, those professions were not open to women, 50 years ago. But things have changed tremendously. And I think there have been many, many positive social changes in Japan. And we have now a Japanese woman as a prime minister.
Yes.
And you have yet to see a woman in this country become president.
No, you haven't. That's
No.
the truth. Now, you can see them sometimes at the state level,
Yes.
where they're governor and so forth, but they just haven't made it to president, even though we had one who ran
Oh, yes.
last time, but she just didn't make it.
No,
How you like Crowsdale?
very much. Should I tell you how we got to Crowsdale, or we want
Sure.
to ask me later?
No,
Okay.
you tell it right now.
All
while
right.
I'm
My husband had joined the Peace Corps back in 1961.
Ooh.
He had just gotten his master's degree, and he was sent to Nigeria. And when he went to Nigeria, he met a woman there named Anne, well, at the time, Anne Shaughnessy, now Anne McNally, living at the Heritage.
Oh, really?
And she had gone to Nigeria to teach at, I think, a Catholic girls' secondary school. And they happened to be stationed in the same town in Nigeria. And they met when they were both something like 22 years old. And the two, maintained contact, and we got to be friends as his family. And 3 years ago, we were visiting our daughters in Durham, and Anne mentioned that she was on a waiting list to come to Crowsdale. And she said, well, why don't you visit Crowsdale? Which we did. And then we decided this would be a good place for us to come to. So first John moved into assisted living. And then I went back to Japan for about 6 months. My mother was still living in Japan. And then I came back, and now I'm living in the homestead.
Way to go.
And I have to tell you how happy we are, especially, John, he's always expressing his gratitude to everybody who takes such wonderful care of him in assisted living.
Yeah, they do.
So we're happy here.
Good. Nigeria, that's it. I've been there for about a month. Where was John in Nigeria? Do you remember?
Uyo was the name of this town.
Don't know that one.
No,
Sorry.
it used to be, I think, a small town, and now it's a huge, it's a city.
Yeah.
And he still talks about wanting to revisit it, but Anne has reminded him it's going to be totally different.
Yeah.
It's a long trip.
Yeah, it is a long trip.
Yes.
We flew over, Barbara and I flew over. We were supposed to be in Nigeria the first part of February. And of course, we left here and it was about 40 degrees. And we got to Nigeria that evening, and the temperature then was about 90. And I'm going, oh, geez. But anyway, good memories. So, I'm just overwhelmed. You've done so much.
No.
Yes, you have.
Well, what adventurous life, you never know how your life course will change.
No, you don't.
No, you can't really plan ahead. And it's been a good life.
You just take, if an opportunity comes up.
Exactly.
And you go for it.
I think so.
And you and John have, haven't you? Yeah.
And I think, we've been married about 54 years, I guess. But I think we've supported each other in our careers and in our desire to try different things. So
54 years?
It's pretty good.
You're not that old, are you?
Right? Too late to change lanes, right?
Too late to change lanes. I got to remember that one.
No. Just made that up. Okay.
And you did a good job of it.
Well.
I hadn't heard it. Okay. But anyway, we're glad you're here at Crowsdale.
Well, thank you.
I hope, are you having, you speak English very well.
Well, thank you very much. So do you.
Well, I grew up here.
But having come here at age 8, I got all my education here, from 3rd grade through, graduate school. So I hope I've learned English.
Yeah. See, people ask me, where were you born? And I thought, that's sort of a weird thing to ask.
Yes.
And I said, I was born at the School of Science and Math over on Club Boulevard Street. And they look at me like I'm crazy. But when my mother had me back in the 40s, that was a hospital.
Oh, really?
And then it turns out that our son was born there when he was born. And 2 years later, then they moved out to, and eventually Duke Regional out there is where is the main hospital now. But that's people just don't understand. Things change at times.
It's a wonderful school, right? Science.
Oh, yeah.
One of my daughters, she lives very close to this, so I pass there all the time.
Oh.
Yes.
Yep, and we had a person here who started, who was the head director of science and math, who died recently. But anyway, I'm getting off the subject. I just, it's just amazing because I see you and John several times in the cafeteria eating. And so he's still able to get out and move around some.
Fortunately, as I said, about, what was it, 3 years ago, I think, he was diagnosed with early stage Alzheimer's. And, but we moved over here thinking that it was a better, we were living in Japan at the time. And we thought this was a better environment. He could be close to the daughters and being in an English-speaking environment. And he has thrived here. And fortunately, he's maintained quite a good level.
Yeah.
I mean, he forgets what he ate yesterday for dinner, but who doesn't,
Yeah,
And,
that's true.
and he takes part in a lot of activities. And of course, in assisted living, they plan so many wonderful activities. They have musical events, outings. He went to a farm, I think a week or so ago. And he goes to PT, OT there, and he's happy, and he's maintained quite a good level of cognitive ability at this point, and physical.
Good for him. Good for him.
And everybody here is so friendly. Everyone greets him, and he greets them. Well, people here are very friendly, I would say.
Is he on the first floor?
Yes.
Yeah. I have a friend of mine who we used to live together in the community up Guest Road, and Jim's moved into the second floor.
I see. Uh-huh.
His wife passed away recently, but anyway, he's in good shape too. But because he and I can tell a lot of stories from our previous life.
Yes.
And they'll get us into trouble. But anyway, Kumiko, I didn't say it right, did I?
Okay, well, I'm not going to grade you on that.
Oh, I'm great. I'm great.
Right now you're about B-, but it's okay.
I didn't make many B's.
Kumiko. Right.
Okay. I want to thank you for coming by a short period of time.
Yes.
We'll just talk,
Yes.
and we've done that.
Yes.
We learned a lot about you,
Well,
and I'm glad.
thank you.
And John also. So it's good to see you.
Thank you very much for, inviting me to speak.
Anytime.
Yes.
We might bring you back.
Well, thank you.
Okay.
And remember, you promised me an extra Christmas present,
Oh, geez.
right?
Okay. What am I gonna do? Okay. Thank you for coming.
Well, thank you, and thank you for everything that you do, to make our lives happier here at.
Oh, I try.
Rosedale, really.
I'm a pretty happy person.
Yes, that's a secret to a long life too.
Yeah, except
Right.
when my wife corrects me. I know how that goes.
Oh yes, yes.
Y'all have the power.
Right.
Okay. Thanks all y'all for watching.
Thank you.